Alright, good evening. So, last stream we finished off the first Telltale Batman, and now we're on to the second one. So this one I have not played at all. Whereas the other one I did at least... I remembered some of what we were doing. I remembered a bit like how Vicky Vale was the actual bad guy. And because of that, that's why I chose to side with Gordon over her with the options that it gave. Because, yeah, fuck helping Vicky when she's a bitch. We're gonna play Shadows, because that's what we played with the first one. So I at least want to make it, like, consistent across the two. If we played in black and white in the first, we're gonna play it in the second. I believe I fiddled around with the settings to make sure that, like, sounds are good. But we'll take another look at that, just in case. Audio and display. Yep, I did. Subtitles on. Let's put these to large, because medium is terrible. Graphics should be fine. Yep, that should be fine. I've got the brightness all the way up, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Which actually helps a lot with it being in black and white. So, here we go. Continue my story, yeah? Import, save. Your backstory will be tied to the current save file. Yeah. So what does it look like? That looks like... Okay, the Enigma. Okay, so we're getting Riddler in episode 1. Interesting. Oldest and deadliest criminals has returned. Batman must work with his allies, old and new, to stop this growing threat. Huh. Interesting. They didn't seem to, like, hint at all to Batman having actually faced, like, proper Batman villains previously. Because, like, it kind of set it up as if Penguin was the first, and Vicky Vale as Lady Arkham was the second. While, like, it seemed to have focused on Batman having taken on, like, regular just criminals in the street, beating the crap out of those, instead of facing off against the supervillains. I guess they're not really supervillains, because most of Batman's enemies don't have superpowers. But yeah. We're gonna go with purple again, yeah? We're definitely going with purple again. So we definitely didn't come across anyone in Arkham Asylum that seemed like they were a villain put there by Batman. Apart from, like, regular criminals, again. That's the choices you make. The story is tailored to how you play. I mean, it's never really felt like that.
Night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes. Their legacy untouchable.
Until it was.
I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows. And everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe, after a bloody battle. I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman. But they would not be the last.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon.
Yeah.
In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win a game, everyone would be happy.
Man, I wonder who that could be.
Lucky 13! There it is,
Rumi Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder, if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think, Master Bruce?
Yes.
Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
I don't. I never forget what drives me. Protecting the innocent from people like Mori. That stays the same no matter what mask I wear.
Don't I know?
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Mori's, we'll find them.
The GCPD already bugged his penthouse and found nothing. Meaning that if he's doing arms deals in Gotham...
They happen on the casino floor. I need to find a way to hear what Mori is saying.
Standing by for support. Look for something with a microphone.
Well, looks like roulette is his Achilles heel.
He has a reputation for being lucky, but then you don't need luck when you own the house.
He certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
So this is some pretty damn new tech that he's got now, ain't it?
Consumer model. Could be a good way to hear Mori's conversation. Hotel security are guarding him particularly close.
A man like Mori counts more enemies than friends.
I wonder why that is. Al, I'm hacking into Mori's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here. We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Mori's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Try to blend in.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos. Someplace where only high rollers go.
I'm looking for something different. New thrills.
Well, it's a good thing you're here. And it's a good thing I'm here.
Oh, really?
You? What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn.
Time.
I told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Mori.
Oh, death.
I am death.
Something's happening, and it
Memento
doesn't look
Mori.
like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce.
You think your gibberish intimidates me?
Stay close and keep your head down.
Excuse me?
Bullets are about to fly.
Okay.
No one threatens me in my own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't give a crap, let's go.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead?
Oh, fuck!
Now, let's get started.
That's a more brutal Riddler than I'm used to.
Get out of there. Get your suit.
That is a lot more brutal of a Riddler than I'm
Let
used
Gordon
to.
know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves!
Punch. Useless.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Run, now.
What you did to that man, knocking him out like that, how did you do that? I had a different impression of you from TV. You never seemed that capable.
Yeah, I'm a man of many talents.
That's an understatement. Thank you.
Commissioner Gordon on
I
the
have
line.
no idea who she
Scrambling
is.
audio now.
Gordon.
Batman, what's the status?
Multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino. A madman in a mask.
Riddler's back in Gotham.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
Gear up.
There's a squad on the way. They'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
Wait, is this the Mark II suit or the Mark I? Oh, nice outfit on the girl on the left.
Please, please. We can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Maury.
This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me.
There's only one way you're
Fucking
getting out of this
hell.
alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please. Don't do this.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
I'll need a place to drop in without being noticed.
Without fingers, I
Time
point.
for some recon.
Can't remember the second part. Third part was
A mind bender that scratches at the very nature.
Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly.
That drives you to distraction.
Some kind of torture device.
Doesn't seem like he's getting out until he guesses the riddle.
This Riddler certainly has an imagination.
Believe me, I know.
Riddler's taken hostages, casino patrons, innocent bystanders.
They're clearly not his main target. Must be an insurance policy.
But don't think you can just stop.
Why would you need insurance policy when you're going after a gangster?
You won't like that.
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Well, okay. You want insurance policy, but random bystanders, they're not gonna care about.
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
What the?
Yeah, I like her outfit.
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer!
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen, and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables. How should I deploy when we're inside?
I bet
I'm
scalers
relying
are
on your
furries.
eyes
They're
and
furries.
ears.
Bats are
What's the best
furry.
course of action?
They're covered in fur.
We need a distraction. Find a way to limit their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan.
You're completely insane.
No, I don't believe that's it.
Oh, shit!
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal.
Give him hell. We're counting on you.
Oof.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in. Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
Well, he's pretty fucking smart, ain't he? Cripples 18 thugs? Hey, if they're crippled, they can't be criminals.
Hiya, Bats.
The Batman clearly isn't using his head. Break it open.
With pleasure.
What a terrible goatee. Yeah, okay, this is the Mark II suit from the end of the first game. Why can't I do both?
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city. Now I'm back.
All you scum are the same. Only thing that changes is the mask.
Spoken like a man who sees the world in black and white. Allow me to broaden
Well, to
your
be fair...
spectrum. You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you are, completely at my mercy. I don't see much evidence of that. I expected more of a battle from you, Batman. Something longer. More of a match of wits. While my men mop up what... Oh, you have to be kidding. Clever, but not smart enough.
Red doesn't suit you, Riddler.
Let me show you how it was done back in the day.
That's some skill to be able to throw that glass like that.
Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Fucking hell. Is that really necessary? Like, he's a criminal piece of shit, but come on.
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak point.
You broke the cage.
Spikes a power into it?
That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war.
I believe in justice. Maury deserves a trial in a court of law. If he's guilty, his cell will be right next to yours.
Justice. Ridiculous. Either way, you won't be the one to put me there.
I do love that cane the Riddler's got. Who sounds wrong, Riddler or Batman? No. I guess it really depends on, like, the version of Batman that you're used to. The Riddler sounds off to me, but that's because, like, I'm so used to the Riddler being a lot more whimsical than this version, which is just, like, body slap. Oh, now give him the chair.
Enough of this!
He's given 2 so far.
You know how to scrap. I'll give you
No,
that.
3.
But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
This is some Spider-Man bullshit now. Who the fuck is this?
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Waller?
After all,
Amanda fucking
we're here
Waller?
to help.
Why the fuck is Amanda Waller here? Yeah, this was before then. But, like, it doesn't matter that Telltale was a piece of shit because they ended up going under. And then they got bought by
but nothing obviously dangerous.
a millionaire who
Computer
liked
will
their
be able to
games
analyze further.
and wanted to keep the games going. So that's how Telltale is still making games now.
Your days are numbered, bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Next time I
Keep
see
one
you,
eye
I'm
on the
shaving
sky,
that goatee
jerk-offs.
off.
Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told. Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down. He got a sick pleasure out of taunting us.
Yeah,
Arrogance like that.
they are basically
will be
visual
his
novels,
undoing.
but more
He keeps
advanced.
showing off, he's bound to make a mistake.
Maybe, but we can't underestimate him. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. And what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourselves. Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor. Rub her the wrong way, I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman.
And you're the bitch Amanda Waller.
So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
I haven't had the pleasure of an introduction, Miss...
A pleasure, huh? Most people don't usually call it that.
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do.
I can't imagine why Amanda Waller would want the Riddler.
Criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
If you were tracking him, why didn't you tell us he was coming?
We get a lot of unverified reports.
He's not exactly someone that would make well in the Suicide Squad.
Now we know.
Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team.
If they needed someone to make
heard
passwords,
how you dealt with Lady
that would actually work.
Not to mention that filth, Oswald Cobblepot. We could do great things together if we joined forces.
Whatever you think you can bring to the table, I don't need it.
If you knew me even a little, you wouldn't hesitate. Trust me, you want me on your side. The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
I got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
You can't put this on Jim. I called for a distraction.
Then maybe you're not as impressive as I thought.
Tear
I'm
gas
here to prevent
works.
this incompetence in the future. I gotta get a security detail on Maury while he's in the hospital. Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
She's
The
cute.
nerve on her. Don't tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Ooh, I thought you was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to see her try.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological
He's the one with the
profile
taser
of
gun.
Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's changed. For your eyes only, if you catch my drift. The target of the casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
I heard them talking about some kind of deal.
Any idea what?
No, but it'd be safe to say they didn't come to terms.
Thanks.
Chivalry
That's
is
a help.
dead. Man, pineapple smoothie sounds good.
I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger.
You can't go 2 city blocks in Gotham without tripping over criminal scum.
Most people just get up and run away.
I'm not most people.
Nice one, Gems. I also learned
I think
the
I know you a little
interesting
better
way
now.
that it's not the only thing that changes that taste.
I'll be in touch. Agent.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for now. You better share everything you find. Or this courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like. You get me? There's a lot of ways this could go.
I don't take kindly to threats, Waller.
Batsian? Batsy, Batsy, Bats. Oh. I want that cane. That Riddler cane is so cool. See ya, James.
What an eventful evening. I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Ambient.
Something with a beat.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Selena. She'll turn up again. I'm looking forward to it.
Came to Gotham to perform a number of robberies for the children of Arkham, though she eventually helped me stop them. She left Gotham during Lady Arkham's final assault in the city. I don't know whether she'll ever return. Despite our differences, I enjoyed sparring with her. Harvey Dent was once a promising mayoral candidate and one of my closest friends. I supported his campaign and his vision for Gotham. After he was attacked by the children of Arkham, he became Two-Face, a violent and deeply paranoid criminal. During his brief stint as mayor, he used his authority to enforce martial law throughout the city. Oswald Cobblepot was a terrorist, anarchist, and my old friend. Born to one of Gotham's most prestigious families, he lived abroad after his mother was committed to Arkham by my father. He returned to Gotham to join the children of Arkham, seeking revenge on my family for destroying his. Vicky Vale was a well-known and respected reporter at the Gotham Gazette, but she was born Vicky Arkham, a victim of my father's criminal activities. I don't think that was fully explained. Like, they mentioned that the Arkhams were committed to Arkham, but like, yeah. She created her alter ego, Lady Arkham, and her terrorist organization, the Children of Arkham, to destroy Gotham's elite. I defeated her, but I don't know if she's alive or dead. Her body was never found. I mean, she got Caesared pretty fucking hard. Like, they never found Caesar's body, but it was right there under the rubble.
No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far.
Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that.
Oh, he's got the disease.
It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No.
Okay,
don't
no,
you
it's
worry about
PTSD.
me. No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Your family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce. It'll pass. Working always helps.
Beep, beep, computer noises. Okay, look at the agency data. Riddler background.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Yes,
maybe. But the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Oh, Batman's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried about losing our unpaid and thoroughly exhausting job, I mean.
The Riddler's a flashy homicidal maniac with a thing for puzzles, and Waller and her agency might be just as dangerous.
Again, Waller may be running a more ethical operation these days.
I'm never gonna accept that Waller is doing something ethical. What do we got here? Okay, yep.
Yes, Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes, to have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
I know just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
Bloody hell, that is...
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
That is
Solve
some...
my puzzles soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
A hurricane, needle, blind justice, a one-eyed Jack. Have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I? Needle?
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these strange grooves.
Okay, nothing there.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I guess it wants us to take a look at the movie tickets.
Never forget. Needle. A record needle.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms, something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Oh. Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter, working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany. I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Good hunting, Bruce.
That was a really interesting way to do a puzzle box. Have it turn out to be a record like that. Man, the amount of craftsmanship that would have went into that.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with the progress of the Arkham remodel. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the GCPD's. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Oh, this? No. This is just something for Lucius.
I see. Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great.
What a very interesting way to say, sounds great. Doesn't sound partially disingenuous.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop?
Oh, no, the seat is all yours.
This is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast.
That'll be Tiffany.
Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
That is a
I just wanted to
terrible
say hi
haircut.
to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh?
Get a better
You
haircut,
always
please.
had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
And I don't just mean what happened to your ear. I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Well, please just don't say old.
Well, now that you mention it.
Hey, play nice. Bruce has had a rough year.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late, already touching.
Just be careful.
Right, I like her.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? That's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use. I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
All right, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
I'll let him tell you himself, but, he hasn't been doing so great since the kidnapping last year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, every now and then his, hands start shaking. I'd like him to see a therapist, but... You know Alfred.
Well, maybe I can convince him. Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
Get a better haircut, please.
All right, then.
I really don't like
Time
that
to
one.
crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What we do.
She'll probably figure it
If
out.
you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler. And we can trust her. She's family after all.
Well, if she's anything like you...
She's better than me.
Okay, then let's give her a shot.
Great. I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Mr. Wayne.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office. Whenever you, get done here.
I'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll, start without you.
Probably one of the things that I really like about this series is actually getting
Sorry
to
for
see
the unannounced visit.
more of the Bruce
We're
Wayne
with the
stuff.
agency's behavioral analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
I sure hope I'm not in any trouble.
Oh, everyone's in some amount of trouble. It's my job to find out just how much.
Well, that's not ominous.
This office, it really represents you.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Is this you?
No, who else
Yeah.
would it fucking be?
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. I'm sorry that didn't last. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what, exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham. Yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that.
How's it going down there?
I, left that file on your desk. Think you could bring it down?
I'll be down in just a second. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was saying you're a bit of a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
What,
yeah?
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Anything I can help with?
See, I told you he'd be cooperative. Agent Blake thought you'd be cagey, defensive, based on your history. Guess he was wrong.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, having money and fame makes you an easy target. I've had my fair share of crazies knocking on my door.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
Yeah, we were friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
Is that right? According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
I would have
captured the whole incident on video.
I saw you flee after John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Several people were hurt.
I got out of there as fast as I could.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
I might.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact.
Really?
Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
I did not agree to that. Why would he write down my name?
It's obvious. You're important to him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
Every association you've made so far has been investigated by the authorities or covered by the press. I have nothing to hide.
All you do is hide. Hide behind the press, behind your money, your power. I think it's all an elaborate mask. You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
You've got the wrong idea. That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll
That
pick
doesn't
this up
sound
another
good at
time.
all.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius!
Fuck!
Lucius! No!
One killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' Chief Technology Officer, Lucius Fox, died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal.
Yeah, it is.
We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Don't worry, Al. I will find him and bring him to justice. He will spend the rest of his life behind bars.
I'm glad to see your sense of duty still reigns supreme. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
I always hate those two lines.
Tiffany, I know what you're going through. I remember what it was like when I lost my parents. That, sudden emptiness. There's no feeling like it in the world.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
It certainly didn't for me.
He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. I just thought there'd be more time.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Would you like to find out?
Tiffany,
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up. Please tell me.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
What, Bruce? What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him?
Yep.
Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive
Won't
me.
forget that, okay.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Huh. That was certainly interesting. Did not go the way I expected it to.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? For that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father?
Well, no, but judging...
John, can I talk to you a sec?
Bruce! I was hoping I'd bump into you.
Why don't we catch up over here?
Yeah, I love that. We have so much to catch up on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look, I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans, your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion.
I can't tell if he's being genuine or not.
I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see? People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
How did you get out? Oh my god, did you escape?
Didn't have to. Dr. Leland signed the papers herself. She always had a soft spot for me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zaz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
Well, I don't want to be an ass.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
And now, he's gone. A vital link in our...
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold. Maybe you will meet them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a lot riding on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your
Hello,
friends,
Banana
John.
Bread.
You have acquired a follower.
Thanks for the follow. I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This air between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use?
John,
Put
please.
that away. This is a funeral, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I got so caught up in it all, I completely forgot. I just know you're gonna hit it off with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy.
Oh, really?
Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's
The color is
rude.
supposed to be like this, yeah.
I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife
We're
they're
playing
dealing
the
with.
Shadows version, which puts everything in black and white except for key things.
Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised.
If I were you, I'd stay away from Riddler, John. He's dangerous.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice, buddy boy. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
Since we played the first game in that, I decided that we should
know where he is.
continue on with the second
No,
game
not
in it as well.
exactly, no. Maybe I said too
Then later on, if we repeat, if we come back and revisit these games, we'll play it in color fully.
I'm your friend, John. You can trust me.
Trust is the mainstay of any healthy relationship. I want that for us, Bruce. I really do. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
Do not get involved.
When this clearly means so much to you. No. Don't you worry about a thing. I'll take care of this. Just meet my friends later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just...
Rip Lucius Fox, yeah.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's,
Why is that one
it's
button
been
purple?
so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this. This trust between us.
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum.
I think I messed up things with Tiffany,
I
though.
don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
Alrighty then. I wonder what would have happened if I lied to her instead of told her the truth.
Enjoying the view?
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up, and what happens? Someone bombs his company.
Wayne's still in one piece.
That's why he has one purple button, because he's not organized.
They have it.
I mean, the Joker is generally not organized. In
You
like,
said you had a lead on Riddler.
his appearance is always really disheveled.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. A construction site at the center of 46th. Abandoned.
Harvey's boys demolished that area, chasing the children of Arkham. There's nothing but a crater there. Not really a place for Riddler to have a hideout.
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased, anonymously.
The only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk, and believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. She'll stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think she's good for Gotham.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you are the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength.
No, she doesn't.
I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor. She's already got him breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
Notify Waller. She's proven useful so far.
Just be careful around her, huh? She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority, I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll have my people call her people on the way. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
I always found, like, the Riddler to be one of the more interesting Batman villains. Because, like, he has all this skill. And he makes these puzzle boxes. Like, the puzzle box that just killed Lucius. Not only was that a fine piece of woodwork, but it also had intricate electronics work, programming, and also showed very fine detail work with being able to be used as a record.
No one's home.
I told Waller about our
On
lead
top of being a puzzle box, so you had
Can't
to
get here for a while.
crack
She
the
said
puzzle to
she
get to that.
appreciates the cooperation.
Like, that is such fine, intricate work.
Not exactly
You
cozy, is
could
it?
make so much money
Let's see what
making
we
puzzle
can order.
boxes like that. But like, a bad day happened and the Riddler became the Riddler instead.
Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Vain, isn't he?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
I haven't seen those three little monkeys in a long time.
Damn it! It's stuck!
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We go in.
After you.
This is my first time playing this one, yeah.
Give me a good, honest crack house any day.
Oh, who's this?
Oh, God.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
Let's see, he's got blood coming from the ears, nose, not nose, mouth, and eyes. So, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Oh wow, okay, he's missing his eyes. Well, he's not missing his eyes, but he's missing, like...
One of his pupils is fully dilated, the other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Oh.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
Bit the
man
tongue?
Bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock, or a sudden jolt. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
Oh, fucking hell.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either.
One shoe is missing.
The soul of the other one's almost completely melted through. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong.
Well, likely.
Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
Hold on. What is this music that I hear? Okay, it's part of the game.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
Interesting. That means that you can hide a hidden message in light.
Won't budge. Must be locked in place. Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
There are blades inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Ooh.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Which will show you the hidden message, so... There's actually some really cool stuff that you can do with polarized light.
More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here. That's an agency issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
Ooh.
He had the agent bound while he beat him.
Okay, so we want to link this to the polarized porthole.
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though.
Oh, it's an unfinished chamber, okay.
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
That
Chose
is not
the
okay.
wrong one. Cost him his fingers. Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out. Mori. He sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known. I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here.
What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently, they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky. They'll kill each other.
If only we could be that lucky, Gordon.
One shoe, melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't, so he threw off his shoe.
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in.
Okay. Obviously that happened first. Then we got this.
The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box.
And then the murder box goes to the foot. Because of course it
The agent's
does.
shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he
could get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right?
Yes.
The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Maybe you'd like to go in and solve it yourself.
No, go ahead. I wouldn't want to steal your thunder.
This is probably also the first time that he's heard Batman call the suit the Batsuit. Like, it's a suit just anyone could have.
Heat's rising, Batman.
Almost make out a message. One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Okay.
Which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
Okay, one... Damn, okay. Was not expecting that.
It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead.
Maybe you'd like to go in and solve it yourself.
No, go ahead. I wouldn't want to steal your thunder.
Need a far more heat-resistant suit, I think. That suit?
Heat's rising, Batman.
I can almost make out a message. One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil,
Ask the
hear no
third.
evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a phase with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. It's still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
Okay, so we gotta open it instantly.
What the hell?
That's what caused the eardrums to burst.
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
That's good thinking. Speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil.
Just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
It's a fucking missile!
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
Why are you doing this, Riddler? Haven't you killed enough?
I have a lot of enemies, Batman. While they're still breathing, I still have work to do. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
We'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Whatever the agency is, you are worse. You're the one torturing and killing innocents.
You think any of these agents are innocent? The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard-ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything.
Really now?
Even the things you'd rather not.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain you've caused.
You think I'm asking for mercy? I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see if the man who claims he fights for justice is really as good as he believes. But then,
You already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
You shouldn't have said his name, Riddler. I'll make you pay for what happened to Lucius.
That must be the guilt talking. After all, the poor man's death is on you.
Is it though?
Gordon, he doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost, isn't it? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Yeah.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
Jim, what you're asking, there's no easy way to talk about it.
Yeah, I gathered that much. I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. And as much as I understand your reluctance to talk, it doesn't make me feel any better about this. Batman. I'm sorry for your loss.
So you're gonna find out if we can bring Tiffany over to the Bat Slide. If I remember correctly, in the comics, Lucius's daughter does actually become a Batwoman at some point. And Lucius also becomes a Batman at some point.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
He looked me straight in the eye, Alfred. He's been our friend a long time. He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller.
Honestly, Wayne Tower should offer that sort of
The three of
protection.
us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
With Lucius gone, we need to find someone to take over his role.
No one could ever fill his shoes. But you're right. Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, it's clear we're up against a new class of criminal. This war of ours, it may be too much for us on our own. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives.
Agency cell phones to missile launcher.
And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes.
Hang on, isn't there a microphone hooked up to that bloody... whatchamacallit?
It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
You are a rock, Alfred. I'm always able to count on you, huh? Even in the toughest times.
The last thing I want to do is let you down.
You wouldn't be letting Batman down, Alfred.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
He knew he was going to die. Can you switch to audio only, please?
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
I shouldn't have watched this. I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal.
Man, I'm familiar with doing
matches
this.
the points found in both sound files.
Dwayne? Batman? Tiffany. Bruce? The disabling tower. Riddler Enterprises. Bruce. Tiffany. Bruce.
The waveforms match.
Okay, so we have Riddler, Tower, Tiffany, and Tiffany.
That's a match. There. I've piggybacked onto Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. Not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Is that right?
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Maury, huh? John thinks that Maury can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Rumi Maury up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Probably Rumi.
Maury's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
And losing 2 fingers.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach. Peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Maury, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
Yeah. We can do the Bruce thing. We'll go for Maury.
I'll meet with Maury.
It sounds like a
Bruce Wayne
more
can find a way to reason with him.
interesting way. Zoom. Damn, that car looks good. Though I wish it would come in purple. Like, since the tech is purple, the car should be purple, right? Why would he be back here?
Waller's people are here, watching Maury. Riddler's agency data should make him easy to tag. I need you to keep an eye on him for me. Maybe cause a distraction if I need it. Gotta be careful here. They're following his every move.
Yeah, they are.
All this attention must be annoying to a man like Maury.
Is every patron here an agent?
All of these agents were on Riddler's list. Even without access to their phones, he'll still try to kill them all somehow.
Do whatever it takes to find him, Bruce. I never want to see another video like the one with Lucius.
No time to waste.
Mr. Wayne, to what do we owe this honor?
Good evening, Mr. Maury. I've come to talk.
Your visit is unexpected, Mr. Wayne. What can I do for you? A private matter between friends.
We have a mutual enemy, Maury. He can't go unchecked.
Men like you and I have many enemies, Mr. Wayne. I am sure we share more than one.
You know the one I mean.
The authorities are watching my every move. Apparently, I'm a person of interest. There's really not much I can offer you, other than a drink and a seat at the roulette wheel. Not while I'm being shadowed.
We need privacy. Lose the agents.
Done. They just got an order to sweep the perimeter. Should give you a couple of minutes at least.
Impressive, Mr. Wayne.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
What can I do for you?
Information. About the Riddler.
Why would I do that?
Because you want him gone?
You sold the Riddler weapons that killed one of my oldest friends. Lucius's blood is on your hands.
That was never my intent. I'm sorry for your loss.
There's an easy way to make up for it.
I dealt with that maniac, it's true. But I was done after the first delivery. Riddler wanted more. Everything he could get his hands on. He even wanted me to hand over one of my biotech companies. I said no.
That's why he attacked you.
You have no idea how crazy he is. I only wish I had known it sooner.
An arms dealer with a sudden bout of conscience.
He scared me. I was afraid he'd use my goods in the city. After the explosion at Wayne Enterprises, it turns out I was right.
So he actually cares about
I
Gotham?
want you to know, I had no idea the Riddler had marked you as a target. I knew your father, back when he was running Gotham. Our interests often aligned. I would never dishonor his memory. He was a friend, truly one of a kind.
Then you owe me, for my father's sake.
That was a long time ago, and favors go both ways. I can help you find the Riddler, Mr. Wayne. I sold him the missile array he's using to pick off his enemies. He won't be very far from it. Everything you need to find him is on that drive. But I need
and
a
you
favor
just
from
happen
you
to carry
first.
that around.
A favor?
Waller has me detained here pending Riddler's trial. He controls all my accounts. I need to get out of the country, and in all haste. You can help with that. Otherwise, I fear my fate is a short, miserable life in a black prison. Somewhere deeply unpleasant.
I'm not here to negotiate, Maury. If you know where the Riddler is, you're going to tell me.
Be reasonable, Mr. Wayne. We're businessmen. I can't give you something for nothing. A chartered plane waits for me at the airport. The pilot will fly me to a safe haven in the Caribbean for the right price. All you have to do is authorize a transfer. You don't want me as an enemy, Mr. Wayne. Our agency friends will be back any second. Let's handle this quickly and without disturbance.
I mean, we can afford it, but, like, come on.
Done. Send me a postcard from the beach.
Thank you, Mr. Wayne. I owe you a great debt. If this ever comes to light, I'll keep your name out of it for as long as I can.
Thank you.
Be careful, Mr. Wayne. That lunatic is not to be trifled with. Now, I suggest you make yourself scarce before our agency friends return.
Alfred, I've sent you Maury's information. Find me Riddler's location, and fast.
The Lady of Dublin.
Which is?
A cargo ship in Gotham Bay.
Good. Send me the location. And let Gordon know. Tell him Batman's on the way.
The Batman. I never really liked the whole idea that these mob bosses and whatnot always carry around a thumb drive filled with all the information that you need.
Armed men on board. This must be it.
Especially when they're surrounded by authorities like that.
Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen? What's his name?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll see what this is all in aid of. You agency imbeciles really thought you could ensnare me. You and your boss, Waller.
A good spot for cover.
Calculations. All your idiot colleagues, too.
Hostages.
They appear to be more of Waller's agents.
For institutional incompetence.
We found him.
Has a history of terror.
Maury's information turned out to be accurate.
Your agency has been on my...
No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
You're relentless.
Man, that cane is really
I'll
damn
admit
cool.
it's going to feel satisfying to get my revenge on your predecessors. Even if you're really just a small part of my plan.
What are you talking about?
You'll see what I mean soon, of course. You might be angry I brought you here, but when they understand why, they'll recognize my brilliance. After all, I am uniquely qualified.
Don't want him raising an alarm. I'll move when he isn't looking.
It's often a struggle making people see that.
You think?
I'm sure you can understand. I get it. Sometimes my messages appear as unorthodox.
Careful.
I know.
Stealth, 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 stealth. When do we go loud?
You brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than me. It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling.
My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online now.
Ready, Bruce.
Oh, damn.
Let the hostages go, Riddler.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over. Oversized vermin.
Alright, that's some Just Cause bullshit right there.
Batman! Batman!
Agent Avesta.
The floor! It's heating up! Thanks, Batman.
Ooh.
Are you all right? Oh, God. Not more.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Maury was incapable of learning his lesson. I knew he'd lead you to me eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
Don't think my compassion means I won't hurt you. Don't think I won't beat you within an inch of your life.
Hard to do that when you're in a cage.
Not
Even
really.
harder when you're dead. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
You won't get away with this.
You get them right, this happens. I designed this for you, Batman. Gotham's champion of justice will die in an unfair puzzle. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through. I'm curious to see how you'll handle it all.
It's me you want, not Agent Avesta. Let her go.
Oh no, she needs to be in there with you. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her, I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture.
Ooh.
This one should be easy.
Already one
Batman.
eardrum down, eh?
Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it. My colleagues will die otherwise.
Speak up, Batman. Which one of your dead friends am I?
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he means me.
You haven't been beaten.
Say it.
Don't you dare answer that.
Please. Don't let him die. Say it.
I need an answer. Or click, click, click.
Avesta. The answer is Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman. Ha. Here's your prize.
Oh my God. Iman! What have you done?
Enough, Riddler. You made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who
Really?
am I?
That's such
You're
a
Riddler.
fucking ego.
Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
Back gauntlet. Missile array.
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now? I want to hear it from you.
Definitely not you.
What are you doing?
I control your toys now.
No, 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 no! Impossible!
No.
You think you're clever, don't you? You...
One punch. Ooh! Man, she gets really fucking brutal in this series.
Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman.
I did not expect the drone to be alive. That does not look safe. Someone's gonna get fucking impaled.
This can't be happening!
Oh! Break the stick. Actually, no, the stick goes in the cave.
Iman.
Batman. Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought...
You put yourself on the line for your friends. You saved them. Agent, are you okay?
Why does she look pissed?
My ears! I can't hear!
It's going to be okay, Iman. It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Well, congratulations, Batman. You managed, even in my twisted game, to keep everyone alive. But at what cost? Agent Hephaestus suffered, so no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it?
This entire twisted situation is your doing, Riddler. All blame is on you. And so are the consequences.
You came after me, you know. Not the other way around.
You would have killed her otherwise.
I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me.
I look forward to meeting these friends of yours. They're next on my list.
Good. They deserve it.
Are you gonna give me the list?
Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here.
Well now, that was certainly something.
Lock the ship down and radio for more medics. But Riddler, is he?
He's fucked.
God damn it.
He absolutely cocked it.
Oh, this isn't good, Batman. The investigation is a dead end without a breathing suspect. We're in trouble. A lot of trouble. I have no idea how we're getting out of it.
Don't worry about it, Jim.
How am I not gonna worry? Oh, Waller is gonna come down on us like a thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? I'm the whole goddamn hurricane. I'm about to blow both your asses off the side of this ship. This is a goddamn mess. Agent Avesta is dead. Riddler is dead. And I don't know exactly how. But I know you tampered with my suspect at the casino. Unless you expect me to believe that Mori got out of Gotham all by himself. Batman is clearly being misused as an asset to the GCPD. I'm taking direct control of law enforcement in Gotham, effective immediately.
What?
Gordon, you're being relieved of your stars. Bumped down to Deputy Ops.
You can't demote me.
I just did. Don't like it? Go cry to the governor. I generously let this cowboy crap with the Batman go on out of respect.
Gordon's been fighting the good fight for years. You're delusional if you think you can solve all our problems.
You're the ones who are deluded. You're so busy gazing into each other's eyes, you can't see the big
Hey,
picture.
Gordon has lovely eyes, okay?
Take some vacation days, Gordon. I've got sensitive case details to discuss with Batman.
We're still in this together, Batman. This doesn't change a thing.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now.
Riddler expected his friends to back him up tonight. Guess he wasn't as popular as he thought.
That fits a theory we have. Evidence from his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. She's very elusive.
Excuse me?
Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler.
Excuse
He was going to be
me.
my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides.
Harley Quinn is in this series? I did not expect that at all.
Exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
And of course Waller fucking knows. Of course she knows. You and 58 players left John ecstatic. At the funeral, he was pleased to meet you. He was proud of himself that he chose a card you liked. He was absolutely ecstatic that you agreed to meet his friends. You and 68.7% of players saw Alfred become vengeful. He was proud of you when you said you would bring in the Riddler in the lawful way. Showing him the video of Lucius being killed filled him with vengeance. He admires that you did whatever it took to get the drive. There is actually a really interesting couple of stories in the comics where Alfred becomes a superhero of his own, and it's really weird. Like, he takes on a really weird persona. You and 77.7% of players saw Gordon become steadfast. He appreciated you backing him up in front of Waller. He was also suspicious that you refused to talk about Lucius. Because you took his side against Waller, he is steadfast loyal to you. Well, that's interesting. So he's suspicious about, like, Lucius, but he's still loyal as fuck. You and 77.9% of players left Tiffany furious. Okay. So, like, most people wanted to tell her the truth. That's very interesting. She was thrilled when you told her she could keep help with the puzzle box. At the funeral, she was consoled when you were able to relate to her, but because you told her the truth about endangering Lucius, she now feels betrayed. The thing is, like, you told her the truth. We told her the truth. Like, I feel like that's the more important thing, rather than telling her a lie, which she can later find out about, and then be, like, really fucking pissed off about. Which I hate that shit. You and 55.6% of players left Iman traumatized. To be fair, she asked for it. She did say, hey, let me take the pain so that my friends, my fellow agents, don't get killed. She was impressed that you stood up to Waller. She appreciated your honest answers to her questions. She is traumatized by the torture she endured at the hands of the Riddler. You and 61.9% of players worked with Waller in a way that was strained. She was not happy when you defended Gordon. She was furious that you helped her witness get away. Because you went behind her back to talk to Maury, she will work with you, but begrudgingly. Well, yeah. What did you tell Gordon about your connection to Lucius? You and 82% of players confessed to Gordon that Lucius was an ally. 9.9% of players told Gordon that you could not talk about Lucius. 1.6% of players were silent. And 6.4% lied. Ooh. Choose to visit Maury or Eli. Most people went for Maury. I mean, that makes sense. Most people realize that Amanda Waller is a complete bitch. Like, she is a terrible fucking person. Like, she wants to do the right thing. But she is such an immoral piece of shit in the way that she chooses to uphold the law and protect people. It's terrible. Fantastic character, though. Like, she is a really well-designed character. How did you get the drive from Maury? Okay, so most people went for the violent option rather than helping him. Did you save Iman or the agents? 71.5% of players sacrificed Iman in order to save the other agents. 28.5% saved Iman instead. I wonder, is Iman, like, a lot more valuable to Waller than the others? Probably because she actually has a name, unlike the other ones. So that actually went on a lot longer than I expected it to. The episodes in the first game were a lot shorter. So episode 2. With his identity on the line, Bruce must work with a new power player in Gotham. Criminal conspiracy is growing in the shadows, threatening the entire city. The Pact. Oh, hello. That is definitely Bane on the left. And I'm guessing that's Harley Quinn in the middle, because she has a sledgehammer. And I've got no idea who that is on the right. Oh, and I see that Catwoman makes a return in episode 3. Yeah, I actually have no idea who that could be on the right. But we'll have to see tomorrow night. Since these ones are going longer, I'm going to probably keep the streams shorter so that I can get to bed before 4 a.m. Mr. Freeze on the right? That could be a possibility. Like the goggles and the bald head. Yeah, that works. He's usually got a more encased suit, though. But I guess we'll have to find out next night. Tomorrow night. So that's it for tonight's stream. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you all next time. Good night.